Oh, Jane, have a seat. I'm so glad you're here. I'm firmly convinced that you are the most logical person to host the Emmys this year. To men, you're womanish. To women, you're mannish.
Well, thank you so much. I'm super pumped.
Now, keep one thing in mind. Don't ever let them know that we all live together in this one building.
So beautiful.
Oh, hi, Jane. Hey there.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Good evening and welcome to the 63rd edition from the Emmy Awards 2011 straight from LA.
These Emmys have something special.
Oh my god, what is it?
Here we want to recognize and reward the amazing job of John Williams, one of the greatest composers in the motion picture history.
We had brought him for doing an amazing interview about his wonderful accomplishments and his professional as a soundtrack composer.
So here is Felipe Villegas for interviewing John Williams.
Bye.
And here it is, the amazing John Williams.
Good evening, Felipe, and good evening, Milady. How are you doing?
Welcome, John. We are very happy to have you here. Let's start. First, we should talk about the birth of the sound technology for moving picture and the birth of the language of film music.
Of course. From there is where everything comes, right? It all started with Edison's experiments of recording sound in 1877 with the production of the first phonograph, and also his later creation by the kinetophone for synchronizing the sound with the motion picture. But the public still was claiming for some sound because until late 1920s all the motion pictures were silent.
Alright. The only way to capture sensation of what the real talkie picture is was watching a theater play with music accompaniment in the form of live orchestras. What companies were involved in this process of putting the sound and the movie together?
Well, there were Warner Brothers along with Western Electric that in 1926 launched an innovator sound on this system. This system consists in pre-recording sound effects and music in a separate record for them to be synchronized with a film projector. This was shown to the public by making of Don Juan, a movie that had synchronized sound effects and a musical soundtrack, but still didn't have a spoken dialogue. However, the movie studios declined to adapt to talking picture technology, but finally, in October of 1927, the really first talkie picture was released, and his name was The Jazz Singer. This movie changed this opinion, and in doing so changed the history of the motion pictures forever.
Very interesting. Your job is really complete and it is so helpful that today the movies that we know have not only sound and music in it. They have special sounds that are not made by humans. What do you think about the evolution of film movies?
That's a really interesting question. Today's sound in movies or films have a very important role inside the movie. The directors and people who help in the film have discovered that the music can play different functions in a scene or in a part of the movie.
Oh, can you explain to us those functions?
Yes, sure. There are 5 functions that the music can play in a scene. The first function is the necessary music in a determined part of the movie, and it's to create the environment of what's happening in that scene and how it's going to happen. Like the music giving the scene the environment it needs to demonstrate what time and space the scene is taking place, and refers to a musical piece of the time or the place that the movie is taking place or.
About the functions of of music films.
Okay, if you want. The third function of music in movies or films is about putting a piece of music parallel from the scene of understanding, and its function refers to the music representing or describing more details of the scene that cannot be displayed because it's not part of the dialogue. The next function, of course, of the music consists of describing the characters when they are living the thing, describe their psychology and their feelings without knowing, because they told us in the scene the last function of music. Well, the last function of music in films is about getting a really strong emotional feeling in the music that appears in the scene. This means that the music, or the purpose of the music, is to get the viewer in the movie and receive a strong emotional feeling to the spectator that the viewers represent, for example.
Your eyes makes me wanna lose myself. Makes me wanna lose myself in your arms. There's something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. Hope this feeling lasts the rest of my life. If you knew.
Thank you, Olivia, for the interview. So, this is really interesting, don't you think? This work is amazing. Besides, he knows a lot about this topic that helps us understand about the movies in the past and in the present.
Yes, you are right. It's amazing. This is why he also important tonight in this Emmy. We have learned so much in just 3 minutes. Huh?
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, so we are waiting for the results of the winner for the Emmy Award.
Okay, thank you. And the winner of this category is John Williams. Please come, John.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, really. Thanks to all the people that made this possible. Thanks to the Academy. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful with you.